I think now that I'm suitably wired up. Morning, everybody. It's really exciting to be here in this environment amongst all of you and amongst I think just seeing the iPads present in this environment is really rewarding for us. We're really excited about the launch of this project in partnership with UJ. The iPad ecosystem is arguably one of the most significant developments in the higher education environment, or in the education environment at large, in recent times. The rate of adoption has been absolutely incredible. There are millions of iPads in use across schools in the USA, Europe, Australia, and other parts of the world, including in South Africa. With more and more schools in these markets opting to purchase iPads rather than PCs. So we're really seeing a move beyond into this post-PC area that is being driven by iPad and iPad adoption. In a higher ed environment, more than 20% of students in colleges in the United States now own iPads and bring these into the campus environment and use them in the learning environment on a regular basis. So these are really incredible figures in terms of the adoption of this exciting technology, and I think even more incredible if you take into consideration that iPad is not even 3 years old. The iPad success in education, interestingly enough, is not by chance. In fact, much of Apple's success, if you look at it, including possibly the existence of iPad as a product category, owes itself to Apple's involvement in the education sector. Apple was born on the university campus environment, and education since then has been an integral part of the DNA of Apple as a corporation. As far back as the 1980s, Apple identified through very extensive research that it did across university campuses and school campuses across the United States that the simplicity and ease of use of technology is an absolute fundamental requirement for it to be used effectively in the education environment. If you look at Apple's unique contribution to the world, it's exactly that. It's this simplicity and ease of use, this ability to understand the importance of the human interface with a piece of technology. And it's this incredible I think obsession with simplicity and ease of use that's allowed Apple to develop these incredible products that are really simple, that allow the technology that allow the technology as such to disappear into the background, and for all the amazing things that you can do with it to come to the fore. The iPad ecosystem as such, we think, is the pinnacle of this obsession with ease of use. It's this combination of a really hands-on, and it is very hands-on device with an operating system that is so incredibly simple that it's probably almost transparent, and then the ability to build this ecosystem and a development platform for this ecosystem of over 200,000 apps that make the use of iPad almost limitless. With the apps that you can download, and I think that is the key element of this platform, with the apps and the content that you can download and have access to, apps for content creation as well as consumption, the device is almost limitless. The education ecosystem on iPad is even more powerful with some incredible tools like iBook Author, education apps, bespoke education apps, and a fantastic platform, iTunes U. iBooks Author allows educators to create fully interactive textbooks and other content which takes student engagement to completely new levels. The more than 20,000 native apps for iPad, and the fact that these apps are native is really important. These are not upscaled apps built for mobile phones that are enlarged to use on a tablet type device. These are apps that are built native for the iPad ecosystem. Provide tools from everything for note-taking to collaboration to thousands and thousands of apps that support learning in almost absolutely every area and subject in the education environment. iTunes U is a platform that we're really excited about. It allows universities to create and distribute courses, including all of the material required, whether it be in text format, video, audio, apps, and other content, There are already 120,000 universities and top universities around the world that are posting content and courses on iTunes U. So this is, for us, the absolute next level of where the platform can take us. These apps, this content on iTunes U is now the largest online catalogue of free education content in the world. Apple announced recently that there have been over 1 billion downloads of this content, which just gives you, and I think this is in the space of 2 years, which just gives you some understanding of the impact that this fantastic platform is able to have. We as Core Group have got a key belief as relates to education in the South African environment, and that is the need to focus on absolute best-of-breed solutions. We have a strong belief that South African students can't be expected to build an economy that can compete or possibly even survive on the international stage if they don't have access to the absolutely most effective and best tools that are available at the time. And I think that is an absolute underpinning of everything that we do. And quite honestly, it is one of the key purposes in our minds of this project with UJ. This is the starting point. The availability of these iPads in this environment is the starting point for exactly that, to give students access to best-of-breed technology. The iPad project is incredibly exciting for us because it provides students from all walks of life with access to the technology, both for students and for faculty, and we're hoping that it will provide you with the opportunity to explore how this incredible technology can be maximized and made most relevant in the UJ environment. We have a further belief, and I think we all have a sense of the education challenges facing this country. And I think another firm belief that we have is that iPad has an incredible role to play in terms of addressing some of the broader education challenges that this country faces. And we're really hoping and looking forward to, in partnership with UJ, to using this iPad lab to figure out how we can bring that impact to bear. So again, the purpose for us is really not an end as such. It's not just about making the iPads available. For us, it's about creating a platform that we hope will be used to interact more with the university, for faculty, for students, to try and figure out how to bring this technology to bear in the most relevant way. Again, the technology is 3 years old. iPad is 3 years old. The use in education is probably 2 years old. We've seen incredible rates of adoption in the education sector, and we're really hoping that this project will provide a catalyst in this environment, stimulate some creative juices, and get a lot of debate going in terms of how we can make this most relevant, not only in the UJ environment, but hopefully far broader in terms of dealing with some of the challenges that the country faces. So I thank you very much. I thank you for listening, and I thank you for the fantastic opportunity to partner with UJ in this project. Thank you.
Last year, the breadth that students, people hear me? The breadth that you've infused into our library last year cumulatively measured to 3 million people. So I want to dedicate South African Library Week on the APK campus and the other campuses to our students and our staff. I'd like to make you also aware that the Library Week is educate yourself in the library. So in keeping with that, we want to demonstrate how to use the iPads in our library, and we have training for both staff and students. The person that you need to contact is Yvonne Boutwa. Thank you.
We started more than a year ago, and that was about sorting out the contract, because one does not enter into a project like this without a good contract. Mr. Chikowitz, we looked after both the library and your company's interest. And I also would like to thank you for being here to put your seal of approval of what we've done. I took the project just up to the time where we signed the contract, and then it was handed over to Yvonne, and Yvonne did marvelous work. You see these cute little desks that the iPads are on. That was Yvonne's idea. She found a carpenter to do it for us, and guess what? We didn't pay anything for that. Well done, Yvonne. and also worked with Lisa and the other people from CORE to get the iPads installed, to make it safe, to make it fun for the students to use. We're very pleased also with the response from the students.
One, two, three, and there you cut it. Thank you.